Hello guys, I'm Li Jie. Uh, we are from Group 40, and then our group member are Yong, Wei Kang Jie, Khairunnajwa, and Nabilah. Our title project is Student Database Collector, and then our supervisor is Dr. Muhammad Zaimi. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now is the introduction part. The reason we choosing the Student Database Collector is to easier for the environment worker without hands-on. From the introduction part, we consist of three parts. The first part is assignment one. The assignment one is the half of quality method. The half of quality method is consist of 50 people who in charge in the questionnaire, and then we know that their design customer design requirement. And assignment two is task analysis method. Task analysis method is the method that show each procedures like in figure 2 is the layer test diagram. And then in assignment 3 is the try rehearse. Try rehearse is the method that comparison between the component in original part and improvement part. Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, from the problem statement, we have identified the constraint during machine operation. The constraint is something like is the machine waterproof, is the battery lasts longer, and second one is identified time taken during machine operation. Is how long the time taken the machine collect rubbish from drain to the container. Let's go to the next. Okay, for the objective part are to fulfill customer requirement and design requirement. We were doing some questionnaire in Google Form. Second one is to get detailed design in rural area. We do some Google survey to rural area to get to know how many lessons need to our products. As you can see in the right side, uh, out of 95%, the student think that our product is needed. And the last one is to utilize the concept of DFMA in design process. DFMA is designed for manufacturing analysis, which is designed in this amount of product supply. DFMA is combination of DFA and DFM. DFA is designed for analysis, which is reviewing the try default for new garbage doing garbage collector, and DFN is designed for manufacturing, which is to reduce the complexity of manufacturing operation. That's all for my part. Thank you.
I will present on literature review. There are some of product which has the same goal with our product in the market, which are automated drain or gutter cleaner, semi-automated drainage cleaning system, and automated drainage cleaning system using solar panel. From these products in the market, there are some limitation for each product. So we make improvement for our product, which is drain rubbish collector, to make it an efficient product, such as collector that can be detached from the system, and material used for the product can withstand the rust.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Khairunnajwa binti Nazzil Saifuddin. Today I would like to present for the methodology. Basically, this is our project extrusion plan, where we have implement this plan during completing our report project. Okay, next we move to the methods used to achieve the stated objective. The first one is we have construct a layered task diagram, which it helps us to figuring out how the users perform the task and how the product should be designed, so that the product can achieve their intended goals. And the second one is, since we don't have customer feedback yet, because the product is haven't fabricated yet, hence we have made a Google Form survey to collect required data, including the users problem and their preference in designing the product. And the main part in that have been asked in the survey is the house of quality, HOQ. And the third one is, one of our team members take another initiative to have an interview session with the village community in a rural area to identify their problem and their needs. And the last one, we have implement the design for manufacturing and assembly, the FMA method. And the main part is the Boothroyd Dewhurst. Okay, next we move to the description and justification of the selected materials. And the material selection is done by using the software of Cambridge Engineering Selector, CES software. So for the first material is the stainless steel. For the component of fabrication rig and container, the second material is the stainless steel. This is for the shaft bearing, the sprocket, holder and the fabrication stand. And the third one is the cast iron for the cylinder. Next, the material chosen is the polymer for the chain. For the last one is steel for the wood screw.
Hi, my name is Yong, and now I would like to talk about the result. First of all, the table shows the design drawing, which are design A, B, and C. We have shared the design in the Google form with some other questions as well. Finally, customer prefer the design A. Next, the table shows the house quality. We can analyze top 3 that consumer concern are the quality, the operation, sustainable, then followed by other. For engineering requirement, the top 3 are mass of product, size, and input-output. From the HOQ, we are able to do improvement based on the consumer requirement. Next, the redesign and the design improvement. The existing design only have a specific height, complex design, less capacity, many components, and without switch. So we do the redesign that have the adjustable height, simple design, big capacity, less component, with a switch and speed auto controller. Next, for the manufacturing process chart show the production process of the product. The table below show the different part with different material using the different process. Next, for the design for manufacturing and assembly, below is the procedure of process and material selection. So from the BOM, which is a bill of material for original and new drain rubbish collector, we can know parts, quantity, material, cost per unit, and total price for both. We can do the comparison between both. The new design use less total quantity. Material have changed as well based on the requirement. The total price for new is cheaper than the original one. Next, the bore truth defute for original and new drain rubbish collector. So in the table, show the quantity of part, time taken for handling operation, and cost of operation. We do comparison between both, and the new design have less quantity of part, less time taken, and cheaper price compared to the original one. Next is the design for environment DFE. DFE is the systematic reduction or elimination of the environmental impact implicated in the whole life cycle of a product from the extraction of raw material to disposal. So in our product, we have minimized the number of part of quantity from 53 components to 26 components. Then the product have a design as modular as possible with separation of function, and it allow operation of service, upgrade or recycling, where the polymer have not invented metal insert or reinforcement. Next, the speed motor controller is installed to avoid waste power consumption. Then for the material selection, the material we use majority about 90% can be recycled, such as the stainless steel. The material we use will not cause the pollutions. Then for the fastening and assembly, the part to remove or install is easy. No adhesives used in our product. Adhesive can cause the contamination, so we avoid it. DFE is important consideration when designing a new product.
Hello, my name is Wei Kang Jie, and now I will present my part, which is discussions. Concept generations. In concept generations, there is a morphological chart used to provide a lot of solutions or concepts to the problem. As we can see, there are 4 subfunctions, which are rate, container, build enchant, and body. Each of the subfunctions got 4 options for different design. And then we go to the next slide, concept evaluations. There are 4 concepts, concept A, concept B, concept C, and concept D. This is the concept A, and this is concept B, this is concept C, and this is the last concept D. And next slide, concept combinations. This is concept A, concept B, concept C, concept D. And now we move to the next slide, concept screening. The aim of concept screening is to examine the concept which can fulfill with the voice of the targets or customers. Concept E will set as reference. All the concepts will compare to the reference concept. Better than will be plus, worse than will be minus, and 0 if it is similar. From this table, we can see that the rank 1 is concept D, concept C is 2, concept B is 3, and the last is concept A. And now we move to the next slide, concept scoring. In this step, concept A, B, and C will combine as a concept and then compare to the concept D. Rating 1 is much worse than reference, and rating 5 is much better than reference. The weight score is the weightage multiplied with the rating. From this table, we can see that the total mark of concept D is 3.84, which is higher than concept A, B, C, which only 2.96. So concept D will rank 1 and continue. So the final concept that we choose is the concept D. And now we move to the last slide, limitation and challenge. Firstly, it is harder to discuss with teammates, and the second is hardly to collect the data and opinion, and the three is the submissions of the due date of the assignment is too closer, and the lastly is misunderstanding about the instructions. That's all from me.
For
Thank you.
conclusion of the case study, the important requirement for the product is the quality of the product, easy to operate, and the safety that can be guaranteed for the user. There are also improvements of the features for the product, such as the container can be detachable from the system, and the size of the system can be adjustable, depends on different size of drain. There is also implementation of BMFR concept where the number of parts of the product is reduced. This will lead to a reduce in production time. When the number of parts is reduced, the assembly of product can be simplified, and manufacturing and assembly costs can be reduced. Due to all the elements, an efficient and simplified product can be created.